is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. Going beast mode when the game begin. I worked all summer to be a champion. At Venice High School, all we do is win. Man, it feel good to be an Indian.
And welcome to this week's edition of the John Peacock Coach Show. I'm John Massoni here with head football coach for the Venice Indians, John Peacock. And Coach, we've had a wonderful week, so to speak, of you name it. Hurricanes named Milton. Yeah, big game we had a week right before all that against
Barely
IMG.
got over the last hurricane.
Yeah, after Helene had come by.
I think this is the first year we've had to cancel 2 shows because of hurricanes.
Yep, and in both cases, storm surge was the one part of it that really sort of put a
got me twice.
Got you twice. Got a boat situation.
Game rooms flooded twice.
It's been rough, and I can tell out to everybody who's watching, if it's in Venice, it's in Sarasota, Manatee County, all up and down the west coast of Florida, all the way up to the Big Bend from with Helene. Their storm surge was tragic up there, and of course anybody if is up and have relatives and friends in North Carolina, Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee.
Everyone's safe though. All of our kids made it to practice this week, so that was good. That was definitely good news. We lost contact, didn't have cell service, didn't have power, still don't have internet, but all the kids are safe at practice. A little out of shape, but we're working back, and I think they want to finish the year out.
Out of shape, but healed up maybe a little bit too.
Yeah,
it's a little chance to get a break. You don't usually get that opportunity to have that time off like this. But again, everybody out there, our thoughts and prayers with everybody out there. It's been a rough week and a half or so, maybe even 3 weeks if you really call back to Helene. So we're hopefully past all these storms and getting some nice weather coming. Cold. That's a wonderful word to hear at this time of the year. Is a cold front. Not only does it make it makes us feel good, makes everybody and the stands feel comfortable. But those Gulf waters get a little cooler.
And practice feel good.
Everything, no doubt about it. So let's go backwards a little bit. IMG Academy came in, the national teams. Make sure we specify that, and very competitive football game, I think you would say, and the Indians on the short end of a 21-16 loss.
Yeah, we kind of let that one get away from us. We had multiple opportunities to win the game, and even with that said, we had the ball at the end of the game to go down and win it with our offenses, which I think if you were drawing it up before the game started, I think that would be something that we would have taken, even though we were stopped. We were stopped on 2 fourth downs, 1 fourth and goal at the 1, and one probably around the plus 30-yard line where we didn't convert. So that hurt us a lot offensively and hurt the points. But a lot of people are, oh, coach, great game. You guys played well, and almost like a moral victory. We weren't looking for a moral victory.
Right.
We were looking to win the game, and we're past. I think our program is past the point of moral victories versus anybody.
Absolutely right.
So it is what it is. We're going to have to learn from it. That last drive we had the ball and we got, penalties. We got, 2 penalties. We overcame one. We overcame a 15-yard penalty. Then we had a holding call, which really caused us, had a first down and had a holding call that brought it back, and we just weren't able to overcome it, and had to punt the ball back to them. And with the time where it was, and the kind of game plan we had was trying to shorten the game, shorten the amount of possessions for each team. We had to get a stop right away, and I think they converted a 3rd and 1 to run the clock out.
And the game itself, like you say, you said, like years gone by, IMG had this sort of aura, which and rightfully so, that with some of the players.
Well, I think they still do.
Yeah. But I think what happens is that in Venice's case in particular, you've played them enough times,
right? That
all of a sudden it humanizes everybody. Even though that guy might be 2 inches taller and somebody a little quicker or whatever, he's still the same age as you.
It goes back to kind of what I try to tell young coaches getting into the profession is you got to play good people. If you don't play the high caliber teams, you'll never get there.
Right.
Because you'll never know what it takes to get there. You'll never know what that looks like or what it feels like or how you have to practice or how you have to prepare to get there. You'll always be stuck where you're at.
Right.
So that's just one thing that I learned early on. Luckily, we never really was concerned about what our record was in the season. We knew, right away, we were playing teams like Manatee, who was at the time #1 in the country.
07, right? 08, 09.
Yep.
You look at it and you say, wow, man, if we could just do this, if we could just do that. If you stayed in that frame of mind that just where you were, we'd be normal. Right. And that's the difference is, like you said, you look at it and say, IMG, first time you played him, look at this. And then you say the next time, like, hey, we played these guys before. Heck, our kids don't know any better not to play them. Those kids out there were all seniors. They played them before. There wasn't any type of like intimidation or whatever it may be. They're like, hey, they're just going to play that. Hey, look, every week you play somebody that's a 4-star or the top guy. Coco had a defensive, lineman.
We talked about that before. We played the teams that have pieces, little pieces. When IMGs kind of have everywhere has a piece. Every position has that piece. And do we get better from it? I'm sure we do get better from it, but not what we were looking for. There's no moral victories here. So we gave that game away through penalties, and we gave that game away through missed opportunities.
I will say, though, again, on both sides of the ball, your strategy on your side of the ball, and then, of course, what Coach Shannon put up, I thought it was very well coached on you guys' behalf. And, again, I think that's the way, the formula maybe to keep doing that if you get him again.
Defense is playing better. Defense is playing better for sure. They got some big-time stops, gave us some good field position on our last touchdown to make it 16 points. When we didn't convert the first time when the goal line, we had a big stop down there, and they punted to us. We had good field position, and we went back down and scored again.
Yep, no doubt. Well, Coach, we'll watch the little highlights now of that game. Obviously, a lot of things to get from that. We'll come back here in a little bit and show highlights, but we can't forget to thank Bogies again for being our sponsor and our host for the John Peacock Coaches Show. We flipped a little. I went with which you ate last time, which was 2 weeks ago, which was the chicken bowl,
Santa Fe
chicken rice bowl. Yeah, really, really good. And then you went for the Poke Bowl.
Poke Bowl, yeah, it was really good too.
So come on down to Bogies, all the new look, the new everything. And I know that some people have come here I've talked to about on Sundays. It's a good time to watch the NFL games. And, of course, Saturdays, which is probably you and I maybe prefer the Saturdays more than the Sundays.
Yeah, and if you have Xfinity, you probably don't have TV, so great time to come on down here.
Get your spot early on Saturday and Sunday.
Xfinity is having problems.
Which
causes me problems.
I think all their cables are in the water.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. So with that, we'll come back here at Bogies and take a look at what happened 2 Fridays ago against the IG Academy Ascenders. Be right back here after this.
Thank you to our 2024 sponsors, Jenkins Chevrolet, the Hupp Group, Venice Pest Control, Sarasota Ford, Tervis Tumbler, Absolute Aluminum.
Last, we'll have to thank SCF, State College of Florida, Lightning Fast Car Wash, Bogies of Venice, and Chick-fil-A in Pelican Plaza.
Education, career, future. Find yours right here at the State College of Florida. If you want a flexible schedule with classes offered on campus and online, plus several program options for in-demand fields, look no further. Create your own path today at scf.edu.
And we're back here at Bogies and the John Peacock Coach Show. And like Coach, highlights are always kind of fun to watch, see how everybody performed. And I guess we'll get to that right away.
Let's check it out. So we got the ball first, or actually – we didn't get the ball first.
Right.
They scored on their first play of the game with a trick play. I knew when they did a trick play, I knew like they were worried about us for one.
Yeah, they wanted to get it. They wanted to get a little stunner in on us.
So we came out and we used, I think it was the longest drive in Venice high school football since 2015. It was a 7.5 minute drive. You see right there, Malachi. Malachi had a great night.
He played really well.
Yes, he did. We'll see again, just a little swing pass. He gets some extra yards, probably about 4 or 5 extra yards, which was huge.
And his running style is plant his foot and go, which that's what you need to do against a team like IMG.
Yeah, he's really been playing good. He's someone that you can just count on. That's one thing you look for as coaches, people you can count on. And Ryan, nice catch here by Ryan, 10 yards. Ryan, all the receivers played really well. Ryan had some receptions that we got some penalties on. You see Winnie did a good job. He made some good catches and got some got a lot of yards.
Played
after
under
catches.
control in that game.
Yeah.
Very much under control. It was almost like a different level for him.
Huge missed pass interference against him in the end zone. That would have also changed the game. You see a nice comeback there by him, a nice catch inbounds. We were just being able to move the sticks and kind of control the tempo of the game. You see Macho ran so hard all night long, did a great job.
Absolutely. 100 yards rushing for him.
100 yards rushing. We got down here. This time we scored, but there was another time we got down and we just couldn't pop it in. You see Winnie does a nice job here.
And he kind of
kept the touchdown.
And that was a hard run, too. He did a great job on that one.
So that tied the game. That was 7-7. And there's about 8 minutes run off the clock because they scored first play of the game.
Yeah, you're right.
I thought defense played well. You see a nice tip pass there by Zarkowitz. Our first two series weren't great, but after that we kind of settled down and we did a really nice job. Again, Malachi making a catch in traffic and moving the sticks here.
And Jason Nixon looked very comfortable in the pocket.
Yes. Second and one right here. See a nice run there by Dorian. Like I said, he ran extremely hard. That's an 8-yard run, but I mean he broke 3 tackles in there, and then
Sure did.
Got a face mask on top of that as well.
That was a little
wrinkle.
Yeah, a little
wrinkle for this week. You can see we weren't going our regular tempo, trying to kind of limit the opportunities they had, and just kind of shorten the game.
Quick question. That tempo, when the offensive line they're not used to staying in a 3-point stance that long.
We didn't keep them in the 3-point stance all the time. You see right here I did, but I try to do my best job of kind of waiting so they weren't in the 3-point stance. They don't like it.
I wouldn't like it either.
No, I don't like watching it. You see right there, nice catch and run by Ryan, and they threw a flag there. They see the coaches are begging for flags on the sideline.
A couple times they get talked into 1 or 2 here.
This was a big third down conversion to Macho.
And he was not down. Look, if you look here.
No, he wasn't
He
down.
was not down. I don't know how they didn't see that.
Yeah, give us the 7 points right there. We'll be happy then.
Yeah, no doubt. Again, another hard run. Good blocking on that one, too.
I thought up
downfield.
front, our offensive line did a great job of I thought we kind of won the battle overall the entire night on the offensive line.
If you went to look at the line of scrimmage, it was either neutral or we were moving forward.
Another catch by Ryan. I think the big thing was our D-line. Going in how we talked about their offensive line and how good they were, and they are. Our defensive line stood in the paint all night long.
You're right.
Big kick here by Bruno, 44-yarder.
It was well kicked.
Yeah, he
well kicked.
He is a stud. Looking back, I don't think I'd change what I do, but if we just kick on the 2 series that we got stopped on, we win the ball game too. But you never
know that until the end, right? Good play.
See,
right
we just were out physical them up the point of attack on the defensive line, and I think we can build off that and kind of move forward on the way we played there against them.
Yeah, I agree. That was Kenai Brantley on the tackle on that last highlight. 16 ran hard for them. He was a
good
big
player.
guy.
They have a lot of good players. Those offensive line are huge. They were huge. They're big boys.
Big play.
Big play.
It was
Cause fumble.
Right. That was a good play. Kind of jarring it loose.
And this is the series we drove all the way down and we got to the 1-yard line and we weren't able to convert. Winnie does a nice job here getting the first down. It was 3rd and 6.
Yeah, he knew where he was. He knew he was cutting back the other way, and they were kind of over pursued on him.
I think this is Malachi's catch.
Yeah,
he does a nice job. I mean, that's 8 yards off just a little swing route.
And good blocking by the other receivers too. Like I said, they see them. not all in the 3-point stance at that point.
Yeah, Big Al's like, I
ain't doing that, Coach.
know what's going on here. Let's see, Winnie, yards after catch, it was huge. Those things are huge for us. He had a really good night, everything he did.
We weren't behind the chains too much.
No, we did. We were very disciplined throughout the entire night except that last drive. They, those penalties, I can't believe they didn't keep the flags in their pocket there. Another nice run by Macho there. And that's the drive we didn't score.
Yeah.
And then defense comes out, and they cause a 3 and out, get us ball to back. Then we went down and scored again, or not again, but got that score. It'd been nice to score there and then get the 3 and out and score again.
Good play there. It was Judson, it looked like.
Yeah, you don't see that very often. IMG playing and getting stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Shari getting close and causing a quick throw there, but that was good coverage. They had him,
No, we
coming across.
We played well at defense, and this is where we got the ball back after that drive from IMG. We got a 3 and out here.
That was perfect. He waited for the window.
We could but we scored anyway here. But great job by Malachi. Great job by Malachi. Great job by Jace.
He waited to get to the second window with him, and that was perfect.
And then this is 4th and 1. We're able to squeeze
hard
it in.
run right there.
They were coming, buddy.
Yeah,
they were. Listen, they did a great job on the goal line. They were bringing the heat and made it tough on us. But we got in there, and then we got another stop right here. This is a great play by Ashari. Did a great job of getting a hit on that quarterback. And then you'll see right here, I think the next play or play after. Lane Kisovic makes a great play in the end zone.
Yeah, he pulls the ball right out. Yeah. There we go. That's Lane right there on the tackle.
Yeah, I think it's this play right here. No. But we did a good job against the run all night. Like I said, we stood in the paint. Eli and Bryant inside did a really good job getting off the ball, using their hands.
Yeah, if the first play, which is a trick play, you take that off the board, they didn't have a ton of yards against that.
It's a good hustle play by Ashari.
Maybe
it's a next series.
You can see Ashari as the game went on. He got more and more confidence.
Yeah, no, I think this is the play with Lane here. He does a really nice job.
Yeah, here it is.
Yep. Stays with it and pulls that ball out. Yep. Great job. Great defensive play.
And the throw was everything about it. The throw was good. The route was good.
Then they punted.
Play was
and
even
the
better.
punt was the one that was like the spin on it. It landed at the inch line and
came back,
bounced back at the 5.
Yeah.
My gosh. But we got out of trouble right away off our goal line with this run and catch or this nice throw, by Malachi. I got to the 20, and then we were moving the ball. And the refs, we had 2 penalties that just basically stopped the drive. We had to punt back to them, and they got a first down and able to run the clock out.
Good tackle there by Zarkowitz.
I thought the kids did a great job here of. Just keep fighting.
So plenty of highlights from the 21-16 loss to IMG, and it's good when you, like I said, as we're watching the highlights and sort of getting back, reacquainting our memories with the game in some ways.
Right.
You do look at it and you say that the kids really were not overwhelmed. They were really in that game, and again, a couple plays here and there. Outcomes
there was
different.
Watching that and kind of explaining what happened. There were so many moments in the games and. Try to tell the kids all the time. There's going to be moments throughout our season, throughout games. You never know when they're coming. But there were so many opportunities and so many moments in that game where we could have took advantage of that we just didn't. We just let it kind of slip away. On the goal line. Being prepared on the first play of the game. just put all that stuff together. They score a 80-yard touchdown on a trick play to start the game, and then I thought we were the better football team at the end of the night. I thought we played better. I thought we were more physical. I thought we just kind of let it slip away, and we didn't take advantage of the opportunities that we had and those moments that we had to take advantage of those moments. We didn't do it.
Right, and like you said, the game itself, you don't have any moral victories, but you watched some of the players really, the team executed really well. Things on both sides of the ball where people were in the right spot. Defense probably played its best game of the year. I go back to the fact that how comfortable and how good Jace Nixon looked in the pocket.
Did a great job.
And the receivers, all of them as well, run yards after the catch, knowing where they were going, breaking a tackle, getting the extra yard. That's a winning formula no matter who you're playing. That's really good. So, again, 21-16. We put that one to bed, and we got another one coming up this week. So our schedule's a little messed up. So let's do this. Let's take a break right here. Coach, we'll come back and we'll talk about sort of how the schedule's going to play out for the rest of the year, how it affects moving forward in certain situations or whatever that may be. And then we'll talk about our opponent for this week, which is Clearwater Central Catholic. They're a 1A or a 2A power?
1A.
1A. So, again, another highly rated, highly thought of football team as well. So we'll see about them as well. Be right back here at Bogies right after this.
Thank you to our 2024 sponsors, Jenkins Chevrolet, the Hupp Group, Venice Pest Control, Sarasota Ford, Tervis Tumbler, Absolute Aluminum.
Last, I'd like to thank SCF, State College of Florida, Lightning Fast Car Wash, Bogies of Venice, and Chick-fil-A in Pelican Plaza.
Education, career, future. Find yours right here at the State College of Florida. If you want a flexible schedule with classes offered on campus and online, plus several program options for in-demand fields, look no further. Create your own path today at scf.edu.
And we're back here at Bogies in the John Peacock Coach Show. And, Coach, obviously with the hurricane, it affects a lot of different things. And now the schedule has been changed around a little bit. Give us where we're headed and what we should expect going forward with the schedule, our schedule, and then,
So this Friday we're at CCC. The following Friday we are home against Sarasota, which is senior night. And then immediately after that, on the Monday after the Sarasota game, we're at Rearview at 6:30 for the final game of the year. That's a makeup game from Milton. So we actually have nine days where we play three football games.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of football coming up in a short period of time.
And then, of course, the playoffs. It was a bye week that got taken away.
So there was a bye week at the end of the fourth round of the playoffs before the state championship, which we love, but they moved that bye week to the end of the regular season. So now, instead of us having 1 week off, and we're going to have like 2.5 weeks off before the playoff starts, which will be a good thing. We'll take advantage of that, and we'll make sure that everyone's healthy and ready to go for a 5-game playoff run.
Yeah, no doubt about that. This week's CCC is the opponent. Tell us what they bring to the table. Good offense for sure.
CCC has played in the last 2 state championship games. They've lost both to Chaminade. They have a dynamic offense. They have a dual threat quarterback that's extremely talented. That can do it both through the air and with his feet. Defensively, they have a strong defensive front seven. Their D line is probably the strength of their defense. And then defensively, as far as their defensive secondary and their pass defense, they do a nice job of not letting anybody behind them, and not giving up big plays, and kind of making you work for everything. So they're currently ranked 14th in the state out of all classes. Don't let the 1A thing fool you or anything.
Not anymore.
We had a 1A team just beat St. Thomas Aquinas last weekend. So and they're the number 2 team in 1A, right behind Chaminade. So we'll definitely have a formidable opponent in front of us. Again, we're not live streaming, so you're going to have to come out and watch.
Show up. We need you there. Any real game, we're probably what I've seen, the best road traveling fan base we have in the whole state.
And we need to come out really in some big numbers this week and show some support, especially since you're not going to be able to see it at home.
Plus, it's football. You're back. You've been stuck in the house, and weather's going to be fantastic.
You probably don't have cable if you're Xfinity.
You're not watching anything at home except the sign that says you got no cable.
Yeah, or go unplug the modem.
Check the wires.
Yeah.
The wires are loose.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Coach, looking forward to Friday night, obviously. Looking forward for the fans to be out there. And looking forward to the next couple of weeks. It'll be an interesting challenge to get those games in and see where everything leads into, hopefully, a playoff run.
Yeah, I've got a lot of football here in a short period of time.
To everybody out there, support for us is important, but make sure you take care of yourselves after the hurricane. I know a lot of you are dealing with a lot of stuff that's really, really hard to manage, but we can provide a little levity and some sort of town inspiration. Come on and watch some Venice football.
Yeah, for sure.
With that, for Coach John Peacock, I'm John Massoni. See you next time on the John Peacock Coaches Show.
What time is it? Game time. 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 Going beast mode when the game begin. I worked all summer to be a champion. At Venice High School, all we do is win. Man, it feel good to be an